Alright, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to get to 10K a month consistently in your window tint business. And this is coming from someone who in 1 month was able to generate over 11K in tint jobs off of one acquisition channel. We're going to go over 14 different ways to make this happen today. And this is also someone who I currently run Tinted Media, a sales and marketing agency for window tint businesses. We are currently working with over 25 clients to get them 5, 10, 15K extra revenue each month. So most important thing is going to be marketing. How can you get people to know about your business and make a positive connection? Because if they don't know you exist, then you can't even have a chance at selling them. So the two biggest things are going to be paid and organic marketing. First, we're going to go for paid just because it's more reliable, it's more scalable. You know that you can put X amount of dollars in and get X amount of dollars back. So Facebook ads is, in our opinion, currently the #1 way to get new people into your business, get new leads, get new customers. Super scalable if you do it right. Next up is going to be Google ads, super similar to Facebook, except for people are looking up the actual service. There is going to be typically more competition with Google ads, but you'll often find higher quality leads. So if you don't have a dialed in sales system, Google might be a better option for you than Facebook. Next up is going to be Yelp and Angie. This is kind of like 50-50 in terms of do people like it, do they not? We talk to a lot of people who love them, a lot of people who hate them. So definitely do your own research when looking into those. But they could be a good way to get leads through the door. Next up is going to be YouTube ads, which YouTube ads, when done right, are some of the best ads, the best marketing that you can do for your business. The problem is it is extremely hard to create a good YouTube ad and get the proper targeting and all that down. So if you're more advanced, you're already at the 10, 15, 20K mark, definitely look into what you can do with YouTube. Local event sponsors, I'm sure a lot of you guys have already looked into or done this. Super popular for just getting your name out there, showing people, you support the local kids sports games, whatever it might be. This is good for brand awareness. Next up is going to be direct mail, which is essentially just mailing a postcard, a flyer, a coupon to thousands of houses in your area in hopes that they'll reach out and call you for their vehicle to actually get tinted. Now this can work, but it is expensive and time consuming. So really what I would recommend is finding a way to get Facebook and Google nailed down. And then as you get more advanced, look into starting YouTube as well. And when you're first starting, Yelp, Angie, local event sponsor, look into all that as well. Next up is going to be organic marketing, which this is probably the most exponential of the two. It takes time to build up an organic audience, and it's not as reliable or consistent at the start as paid marketing. But once you've got a large organic audience built up, it's going to be far more valuable than paid marketing because the people trust you. They've seen your face, they've seen your work every day for the past month. So when it is time for them to get their car tinted, get their home tinted, you're going to be the one they reach out to. So YouTube, Facebook, Instagram short form content are all amazing ways to get people to see the brand, see who you are, and just kind of get familiar with your face. And then typically we like to try and funnel them into long form YouTube videos where you actually provide value. So this could be, what's the benefit of ceramic versus carbon? What's legal in your state? How do you even tint windows? Even if you show them a guide on how to tint windows, they won't be able to do it nearly as good as you, and they're probably going to end up with bubbles, and guess what? They're going to come to you when they want the job done right. Next door Facebook groups, all those types of local community platforms I'm sure most of you have posted on in the past. If you consistently post on all these platforms a few times a week, they will generate jobs. What I would recommend is finding a couple good Facebook groups and joining those. And post on those 2 to 3 times a week. Don't spam. You will get kicked. People won't like you. So just make sure to limit what you do post, but stay consistent week after week. Website SEO, another great thing that's exponential. So go ahead and definitely get something set up with your website, just because the longer that you have it there for, the higher it's going to rank naturally. So it's important to start that soon. Google Business Profile. If you don't already have this set up, you need to do that right now, because you will start getting calls off it after you've only got 10, 15 reviews, which should be pretty easy to get up to. Partnering with local businesses is also going to be a great way to organically get your name out there. You guys share each other as referral partners, and whenever they've got a customer come in, they refer them to you, you refer your customers to them. Next, and the reason I put this in capitals is because this is probably one of the best ways to get new customers. Is going to be word of mouth. The highest intent customers, leads you'll ever have are from word of mouth referrals. And word of mouth is amazing. You want as much of it as you can. The one problem with it is that sometimes people rely too heavily on it. So right now, a lot of you, in fact, are probably kind of coasting on just word of mouth and praying the phones ring, which, it might work, but it's probably not the best way to grow the business. However, when you combine word of mouth with Facebook ads, Google ads, short form content, YouTube ads, local event sponsors, and you've got a lot of people coming in, that's when word of mouth becomes exponential, because if every customer you have come in refers just one more customer, your business is going to 2x, and your CAC, or cost of acquisition, is going to drop in half. So that's kind of an overview of marketing, 14 different ideas for what you can do to actually get started. Now, once those people come in, what do you actually do? Well, you need to sell them, which is essentially just converting the attention that you got from those ads, those marketing channels, and converting them into clients. So on that first call, which is when they say, hey, is this tint shop? I need to get, my Ford F-150 tinted. You do not want to be just free going it. Okay, you want to have some framework, some type of script that's proven to convert. Because honestly, this is the biggest mistake that I see any tint shop owner, any local service business owner making when they're trying to scale the business, is they don't really have a script or a framework for sales. They kind of just, go with the flow, give the pricing, hope the customer likes it. Whereas you could be converting double, triple what you currently are with, a loose framework or a script that's proven to consistently convert higher percent of your leads. So proven script, good tonality, meaning, phrase questions the right way. Like you see right there, I had more of a questioning tone. And when I kind of lower my voice, it makes it sound more important. So if you're delivering something that you really want them to pay attention to, you can lower your voice almost to a whisper. Or, when you're first picking up the phone, you might want to sound super excited. Who's this? How's your day going? Super excited to talk to you. Tonality does make a huge difference. Next up is going to be your objection handling skills, meaning if they say, all right, let me think about it, let me talk to the wife, that's too high of a price, what are you going to say to that? How are you going to save the sale? And one little nugget I'll put in here for you guys is, unless you get a direct no and you cannot work past it, you should never get off the phone without having a scheduled follow-up time. So if someone says, let me think about it, let me talk to my wife, try and push past that, get them scheduled now. If you absolutely cannot, schedule a time for a follow-up call rather than just letting it float in the air. Next is going to be rapport building. So actually, making the customer have trust in you, building a sense of likableness is going to help a lot when it comes to delivering price and just their overall trust in the shop. And last and most important, this should probably be capitalized too, is speed to lead. Any of these marketing systems, you should be reaching out to your leads within 5 to 10 minutes every single time, unless it's late at night. So that means, 7, 8 a.m. until probably 8 p.m. You need to have an amazing speed to lead, be reaching out to them within 5-10 minutes of their form submitted. If it is a phone call, you need to answer your phone every time. Okay, I know you're going to have people who spam call you, but if you don't answer the phone when a lead is calling, they're going to find another shop and you're going to lose out on that sale. So that's kind of General outline of the first call, big thing, proven script and tonality, and then obviously speed to lead. Now, you need a full pipeline built out, and for us, this is going to be a 5-day sequence, a dial list, clear customer journey, notes and organization on leads, and automatic follow-ups. So 5-day sequence just means when you have people come in from your main pipeline, they're going to have a day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and when they first come in, they're in day 1. All right, we're going to call them, make sure you double dial. If they do not answer, they get moved to day 2, where they're going to get double dialed morning and night, and they're going to have that done for the remaining 5 days until they answer. If at the end of that 5-day sequence they do not answer, you add them into your dial list, which is essentially where you'll build up a list of leads who showed interest, submitted a form, but never actually got back to you. And if you've got free time during the day, you're not tinting a car, you're not working on something on the back end, you should be dialing this list because you will convert sales off of it. Next up is going to be clear customer stages and journey in your pipeline. So quoted, won, lost, ghosted, dead, that 5-day sequence. Everything should be clearly outlined and easy to track because having a clean, organized pipeline really is going to make the difference between a 25% conversion rate and a 50% conversion rate. And that's doubling your business without doing anything else. So again, notes and organization for current leads. You want to treat every lead like it's the only one on your pipeline. So keep extensive notes so that you know exactly what's going on. Next up is just going to be automatic SMS, email, follow-ups. As soon as the lead comes in, they should be getting a text, even if you're planning to call them within 5 to 10 minutes. Same thing with these email follow-ups. The dial list can get put into a list, email list, as well as the call list. Now, last thing with sales that I want to touch on is going to be reactivation, which is essentially just going to be get your old leads interested again. So even if you've got a full list of people who've been quoted 2 months ago, 3 months ago, who've never answered the phone, who said the price was too expensive, and you haven't done their car, that doesn't mean that it's not going to get done. Just because they didn't like the price 2 months ago doesn't mean they still feel that way. Just because they weren't ready, last month when you talked to them doesn't mean they're not ready now. So mass text, mass emails are going to be huge for converting those old leads that you've already paid for, you've already worked for, and you'll just be extracting extra value out of that. So I would recommend monthly mass SMS, mass email to any of your dead leads and offer them some type of special. That could be 10% off, 15% off, whatever month you're in, just make up, it's our Valentine's Day special, it's our Christmas special, October special, whatever it might be. Now, once they do text or email you back saying, yes, I'm interested, you want to actually call them to schedule rather than just shooting back an email, shooting back a text, because chances are that's going to get lost, whereas a call, you can sort everything out right there. Alright, that's it from me. If you're below 5K a month, go join our free or our $97 community below. It's going to show you exactly what to do in terms of sales. It'll give you all of our scripts, what we do for marketing, everything you need to get to 5K a month. If you're already making 5K a month or more, you can apply to work one-on-one with our team and scale up to 15, 20K a month.